parties in town, and we should take a chance to share in this romance. I promise I ain't fooling around. Girl, it's something good when we're feeling higher than the ceiling. My worst they couldn't bring me down, but there's one thing that I want to know if we can get to whenever you can come around. Oh baby, can you? It's like we got the world in the palm of our hands. Oh baby, won't you? And whatever you fancy is my command. Baby, if tonight is the only time that you can hold me, well let's make plans for two. And baby, we can dance the whole night through. And baby, we can dance the whole night through.
We're dancing on moonlight cosmic. All I wanna do, your loving is so hypnotic. Colliding all night, can't stop it. Diving in a summer blue. Your loving is so hypnotic. Sweat so hot, wanna shock my body. Come on, come alive. If you want a good time, you got me. Lights, camera, action. Make you wanna love somebody. Drowning in these lights, fever colored high. Do you like it like that? Better heart, never beat, beat, beat so fast. Drop it up, down, back. Falling like a domino. We're dancing on moonlight cosmic. All I wanna do, your loving is so hypnotic. Colliding all night, can't stop it. Diving in a summer blue. Your loving is so hypnotic. So hypnotic. So hypnotic. There's no stress, having one too many of a drink like you. If you want a good time, come get me. This beat is heavy. heaven, make me wanna toss a penny in a fountain. I wish for no goodbye. Do you like it like that? Yes. Better heart, never beat, beat, beat so fast. Drop it up, down, back. Yes. Falling like a domino. We're dancing on moonlight cosmic. All I wanna do, your loving is so hypnotic. Colliding all night, can't stop it. Heading in a summer blue. Your loving is so hypnotic. So hypnotic.
Tell me something, it might just take the pain away. See, I've been thinking a million things I want to say. Now I'm looking in your eyes, but I'm wandering to your lips. See, I'm trying to keep it cool while I'm hovering for the kiss. 'Cause I've been needing you like old-fashioned orange slice, sweet like daiquiri with strawberry crushed ice. Know you like a margarita
friend of a friend told me you're moving on. Wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm really not. You were never one for new ones. Couldn't recognize a good thing till it was gone. Did you always see me as replaceable? We think your damage to me was collateral. Well, if I'm being honest and rational, watching you walk out felt natural. Thought we were written in the stars, I had last dreams and tarot cards. I try to find a remedy for broken hearts, but I know now losing you is my fresh start. To think I've got a degree in making myself smaller for you, and I have mastered the art of waiting on your every move. Thank God you're gone, get out. So long. To think I ever believed I had to make myself smaller for you. You always thought you were the center of the universe, but baby, why do you never learn? You're not the last and you're not the first. Don't open your mouth, you make things worse. To think I've got a degree in making myself smaller for you, and I have mastered the art of waiting on your every move. Thank God you're gone, get out. So long. To think I ever believed I had to make myself smaller for you. Even on a good day, you're a five. You never came through, you're out of my mind. Even on a good day, you're a five. You never came through, you're out of my mind. Thank God you're gone, get out. So long.
you look surprised when we've done this all before. I'm not sure the highs really make up for the lows. When words don't work and I get hurt somehow, I feel like I'm the worst. Manipulation overload, but babe, this time I'll steal the show. Please listen close. Stop drumming on my heart, please stop. The rhythm that you're playing is just way up. You're not singing in the right key, check your tone, or soon you'll be a one-man band alone. Stop drumming on my heart, please stop. The rhythm that you're playing is just way up. You're not singing in the right key, check your tone, or soon you'll be a one-man band alone. Stop drumming on my heart. Stop drumming on my heart. Stop drumming on my heart. Out of sync and out of touch, and maybe even out of love. Stop drumming on my heart, please stop. Got me black and blue, making me wanna walk. You're not singing in the right key, check your tone, or soon you'll be a one-man band alone. Stop drumming on my heart, please stop. The rhythm that you're playing is just way up. You're not singing in the right key, check your tone, or soon you'll be a one-man band alone. Stop drumming on my heart.
Single your confusion, great brave woman, laughing to illusion. You're not afraid to die, you know dying is alone. Down or up, you're still alone. Laughing or crying, you roll alone. How do you do it? You know I come from pain. You say I can't complain. It's on me. The past is long gone, and the future's unknown. You are telling me, tell me. You are telling me, you tell me. He said to be polite, the only way to get what you want, the only way they like you is to stay in line and follow the crowd. But you stand out, black as the night. You know they're all lying. You know I come from pain. You say I can't complain. It's on me. The past is long gone, and the future's unknown. You are telling me, you tell me. Climbing to your bright future, even though you're dying. You fell before and you keep on trying. You do it all again, now blinded by beauty. You tell the story as it is, speaking not to be understood, but it's better good. You know I come from pain. I say I can't complain. It's on me. The past is long gone, and the future's unknown. You are telling me, you tell me. You are telling me, you tell me. You are telling me, you tell me. You are telling me, it's on me.
In the bed you sound so musical, in the club you scream. God like gaze, you're so beautiful, but you're not for me. I can't sleep lately, I'm just trying to find peace. Classic melodies, I just wanna be free. I'm sorry, darling, I can't breathe. There's no room for us, there's no room for us. I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us, there's no room. Now our lives are changing, promises keep slipping, and I always knew it wasn't you, it wasn't you. Now our lives are changing, promises keep slipping, and I always knew it wasn't you, it wasn't you. And she said, boys are here coming from a mile away, not as sleek as you think. DMs early in the AMs, I'm not Becky from the street. All this time, baby, our love was so deep. You can't sleep lately, but what about me? I'm sorry, darling, I can't breathe. There's no room for us, there's no room for us. I said, darling, can you see? There's there's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it
Woke up done, can you carry me? When I'm losing my mind, can you hold me? If I'm hazy, boo, can you help me?
Can you help me?
Feeling down, can you feel me? When I'm running low, can you charge me?
When I'm running low.
If it's love we're talking, you ain't really frontin'. You do the walk and talk the talk, but drop it. Pull me back, you left me there, I'm falling. Stop, the hell are you going? I'ma hold me up, I'll get myself together. Who'd have thought without you I'd be better? Brace yourself, I'm ready for another. I said it once before. Without you, I'm sunlight, so bright, so right. Sunlight, so bright, so right. Woke up done, can you carry me? When I'm losing my mind, can you hold me? If I'm hazy, boo, can you help me?
Can you help me?
Feeling down, can you feel me? When I'm running low, can you charge me?
When I'm running low.
If it's love we're talking, you ain't really frontin'. You do the walk and talk the talk, but drop it. You pull me back, you left me there, I'm falling. Stop, the hell are you going? I'ma hold me up, I'll get myself together. Who'd have thought without you I'd be better? Brace yourself, I'm ready for another. I said it once before. Without you, I'm sunlight, so bright, so right. Sunlight, so bright, so right. Sunlight, Not a joyride, a hit and run. I thought I loved you and you thought I was fun. I'm moving on down the road. Watch me as I go, watch me as I go. Turn it both ways before you cross me, baby. 'Cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on, hey, hey, hey. I'm moving on. Let's be on my way. Let's not lie. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Let's be on my way. Let's not lie. I'm moving on. I'm moving I got a new love. He runs for miles. 67 fastback. Oh, it's just my style. We're headed down the road. Just enjoy the show. Watch me as I go. I'm moving on. Let's be on my way. Let's not lie. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Let's be on my way. Let's not lie. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Let's be on my way. Let's not lie. I'm moving on. I'm moving I'm feeling free with our bodies together as I breathe. I'm lighter than a feather when I'm with you all day, all night. Every moment so good, so good. Got something so sweet, yeah, it's charming. Make me wanna see you more every day. Go down like a tree, night and morning. Maybe you're the one who I want to stay. So tell me if you feel this, baby. My mind is running crazy 'cause no one has made me feel this way. You do everything perfectly, and I want you to see that I appreciate you. I'm feeling
Doing all the time, I'm letting go. I wanna find someone to love. I feel alive, I think you know. We're getting down, we're getting low. Low, 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 low. We're getting down, we're getting low. Low, 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 low. We're getting down, we're getting low. Doing all the time, I'm letting go. I wanna find someone to love. I feel alive, I think you know. We're getting down, we're getting low. Low, 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 low. We're getting down, we're getting low. Low, 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 low. We're getting down, we're getting low. Party all night, going to the dark skies. I'll party all night, I'll party all night, I'll party all night. Give me one more dose and I'll party all night. Low, low, low. Doing all the time, I'm letting go. I wanna find someone to love. I feel alive, I think you know. We're getting down, we're getting low. Doing all the time, I'm letting go. I wanna find someone to love. I feel alive, I think you know. We're getting down, we're getting low. We're getting down, we're getting low.
Standing right in front of me, you used to be someone to me. You took all of my energy and had some infidelities. The real estate inside my head you took is never coming back, but you said that it wasn't personal. And every time you lied to me, it's like I didn't wanna see, cause I thought you were beautiful, and beauty doesn't wanna be mischievous and devious and set a fire unto us, but you were never beautiful at all. I wasn't fine to begin with, walked out those lines to begin with, but you forced me to work on myself because you put me through hell. I guess I should thank you for that. I'm okay, but it was a real close call. It went from a walk to a crawl. Had to tear down the Berlin Wall. I was panicking, but hey, I guess that I survived you. And that shit was hard to do. I've had every shade of blues since I met you. I think that I'm over it, but then I see you out again, laughing with the group of friends. There he is, you're holding hands, makes me feel pathetic and a little bit erratic. So I drink till I can't stand, and you know I won't confront you, even though it's all I wanna do. Probably best to just ignore it, both impossible and true. I wasn't fine to begin with, walked all those lines to begin with, but you forced me to work on myself because you put me through hell. Thank you for that. I'm okay, but it was a real close call. It went from a walk to a crawl. Had to tear down the Berlin Wall. I was panicking, but hey, I guess that I survived you. And that shit was hard to do. I've had every shade of blues since I met you. She loves me not. The petals hit the floor. I'm okay. But it was a real close call. It went from a walk to a crawl. Headed to have a bullet wall. I was panicking, but hey, guess that I survived you. And that shit was hard to do. I had every shade of blues since I met you.
Well, day 4 here in Puerto, penultimate day of racing. Another complicated day on the Bay of Palma. Breeze is more in the south, but still some cloud around, so still lots of shifts. Top of the table, it's sled at the moment. We caught up with Andrea Vicentini, who gave us some great insights. So, Andrea, things going in the right direction for the sled team. What's going to happen today?
Well, it's obviously one day at a time. I may say one race at a time because everything could happen with 14 boats. The plan is, of course, is just to do the best as we can, continue with the same energy we had in the past days, and yes, eyes open, and nothing is really easy with this tight fleet. Today the weather will be key. There's a lot of things happening around us. Sun is coming out now, so we may see this trend to the right, and the breeze should get into a sort of a sea breeze direction with a left bend, but that's still uncertain. It won't be a typical Palma day for sure today.
Is there such a thing now as a typical Palma day? Everybody keeps saying typical Palma. I don't remember when we last had a typical Palma day.
Well, maybe it's a typical Palma day of the past. That's it for sure. Yeah, it's much different now. Yeah, it's spring, so yeah, we're not in summer. So
you guys are so consistent so far. What's the secret? What in terms of risk management?
What's the secret? Well, there's actually the secret is having no secrets, just being open to anything with what we see, and just discuss everything on board, and be able to take quick decisions for sure on the race course. Don't go with long-term plans, but just adapt to the situations and try to get the best of it every time.
So is the forecast important today?
The forecast is important today to determine what type of breeze we're going to have. It will be more gradient driven, or it will be more influenced by the warm-up of the land and a little bit of sea breeze coming in. So that will determine the forecast, yes.
You guys are going very fast. What have you done?
That's a secret.
You have done things since last year, or?
We've done some minor adjustments for sure. Yeah, not big things, but yeah, it was we ended the season at a good point last year, so the boat was.
So they say if it's not broken, don't try and fix it.
Yeah, basically that's the philosophy. Yes.
Tell me about the afterguard. I mean, you've got a great chemistry. You've known each other for so long. How does that function on the boat?
How that does? Well, it's Keiko is doing an amazing job. He's super quick thinker, and so he's the driving force of the afterguard for sure. Mari is looking ahead and giving like the wise. He's balancing the wise side, if I could say it like this. No, and I'm trying to be consistent in feeding the correct information, not trying to upset anybody, and just giving the tools for Keiko and Mari to take the good decisions. Yes.
So typically, give us an idea of that data feed that you're giving them. What are you saying?
Well, depending on the situation of the boat, it's basically what I see the other boats are doing, of course, times, and what happens if the wind shifts in one direction or the other, if we're ahead or behind somebody. So it's just tracking the opponents and giving information the computer does me, and filtering it, of course, with what I see.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
That's Andrea Vicentini, some great insights from on board the sled. Let's take a look at the highlights from yesterday. Already day 3 here at Puerto Portal's 52 Super Series Sailing Week. Complicated day in the prospect. We've got thunderstorms coming through in the afternoon, a bit of rain. That's going to really affect the breeze. So we're going off float, trying to get a race away round about 12 o'clock. Then we're going to have to wait and see. Preveza at the top of the table. So race number 5, breeze is at 050, 14 knots in the start line, but there's a lot of variation in the breeze heading in towards the shore in this race. Nice start of the committee boat end of the line for Teasing Machine and Sled in particular. Alpha Plus, these 3 boats get out to the right early. Work the right side, Preveza start on the pin end of the line, work the left side, the regatta leaders. Round the top mark though, it's Teasing Machine from Sled and Alpha Plus, and these are the leading 3 boats all the way around the course. Through the finish line, a long-awaited win for Teasing Machine for the French team of Eric de Turckheim. Second Alpha Plus, third Sled, and Sled take the regatta lead. Race number 6, breeze about 15 knots on the start line, is looking still quite inconsistent, still some cloud around off the start line. Well, actually on the left side going early is Crioula. The rest of the fleet generally tends to err towards the right. Round the top mark, well, it's the Brazilian team who lead all the way around the course. In fact, the top mark, it's Crioula and Regatta, almost one after the other. Allegra round in third, but it's Crioula who stay in front, extend down the runs through the finish line. A big win for Crioula, their first since the 2024 season. Second is Sled, and Sled take the regatta lead. So standings after 6 races: in first place Sled on 25 points. Second are Provetz on 34 points, also on 34 points, and up onto the podium are Platoon Aviation. Well, very good afternoon. Welcome to the Bay of Palma. It's mean, it's moody, it's cloudy. The rain is not far away, and we're just really going to keep our fingers crossed. We've had a long delay. I always think, Timmy Kruger, I always think we've got all these weather experts, all these fantastic, the best navigators in the world. Can they not just tell you what, we'll start around about 4 o'clock, go for a long lunch?
No, it's really, Andy, it's not possible. And the conditions are really complicated, with a big overcast over the island of Mallorca, and the rain coming in, and that is disturbing the breeze that wants to develop, and it isn't developed. So the rain, the cloud overcast is just killing everything. They do have breeze, but I guess it's very shifty. So, and therefore, probably we have to wait a little longer.
Indeed, well, it looks like it. And key images you can see there, unfortunately, on board the Crioula team from Brazil, far better used to sailing in bright sunshine and trade winds. Well, here we are, we're on the Bay of Palma, and they've got their wet weather gear on. They look like they're dressed up for the Southern Ocean to me.
Well, yes. I mean, normally in programs like this, like the TPs, the prime objective is not really on the foul weather gear, but today they all have their foul weather gear on. So
That's right.
So it's a shame.
But what do we think? We do have a prospective warning signal in about between 5 and 10 minutes. But do you think this is going to go?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, the good thing is that Maria, the race officer, she's
making an effort, isn't she?
She's making an effort, and she always does wise and smart decisions in terms of deciding for fair games.
Absolutely, it's all about being fair, being equitable for everyone, making sure everybody has an equal chance of success. And Maria, our principal race officer, has been with us for many years, and she's great because she really collaborates and communicates with the teams, with the navigators in particular, isn't she?
Yeah, she does. I mean, she also she dials into what the teams really require and want, and this I think is great.
But as I say, we've had a long delay. We're supposed to start racing. At 1 o'clock, and then delay to 2 o'clock was signalled early on. This is the world's leading Grand Prix Monohull circuit. These are the best sailors in the world, but it's still not easy to come back and pull the trigger after a long day waiting, is it?
No, and that's really that divides the seed from the crop, to be honest. And on a professional level, you know that you're going to race at some stage. So the guys are not letting themselves slide into a mode that, you're not racing today, something like that. They stay on the ball, and they know that's going to happen.
It's going to happen, but it looks pretty wet, pretty damp, and we can be pretty sure the breeze is moving around. Now, whether we can get a full race away, we're going to really cross our fingers. We're going to join Celia on the water. Celia, you were promised sunshine and rainbows, weren't you?
Yeah, but I am in my wet weather gear. It has been quite a long wait. We've had very light and shifty breeze across the bay at the moment, and those rain fonts moving around has made it extremely difficult for the committee to put in course and to get a start away. But now it's looking breeze on, and I can see the teams preparing to start that first race around me at the moment, and we are very excited to get one race away.
How hopeful are you that the breeze will stay in for the whole race, Celia? What are you seeing in terms of cloud cover and changes in the cloud cover?
We just had a rain front, and I can see another one coming in from the left, but it is looking quite steady at the moment. And I'm hearing the race committee reporting that they are trying to get this race away. It's looking very hopeful. I'm very hopeful. So this is going to be epic.
What's the wind direction looking like for the upwind?
It's quite south at the moment. It's coming in from the ocean, so it should be quite steady. I hope it will be steady.
Good. Timmy, does your forecast bear any resemblance to what we're seeing?
Well, I mean, it was supposed. I mean, direction-wise, it seems to be okay. But we were supposed to have at this time of the day more less clouds, basically, and that gives kind of a sea breeze-like conditions with the direction also from the south.
So it's about 165. I think the access for the upwind is 165.
Yeah.
About 2 miles. I think we're seeing 13, 14 knots on the start line. And sled, so consistent so far, or pretty consistent so far. That's really what's made the difference. Preveza in the mix. Platoon Aviation creeping up there. What's your thoughts? Likely to get one race today and probably 2 tomorrow. What's your tip for the top in terms of the podium?
Tip for the top is this case again sled, because this morning on the dock before they left, I saw Murray Jones up the rig, the wizard of rig tuning, and they adjusted again their pre-bend. And in the interview before, Andrea Vicentini, he was very quiet on what they've done, but the team of sled, they're so experienced and they do so much, they always do something, and it's just fine-tuning, it's just small stuff, but that normally makes a difference, especially under conditions like this.
So how do you feel, where would you like to start in the start line, given the choice?
It's really hard to say, because it's not really kind of a left thing, and there might be a left bend that is well possible, but
where are we positioned in terms of the bay?
In terms of the bay, we are on the we are basically in a similar area like yesterday. It's the middle of the bay, but it's
slightly to the east then,
slightly to the east,
quite
yes.
Close to Cabo Blanco, so you might expect a little bit of left-hander. But look at these grey clouds. That really is not what we were promised here at 1:45. Just watching how the fleet settle down, watching Gladiator in particular just setting up. I think Gigi Parada and Victor Diaz de Leon, considering the left end of the line, considering the pin now, of course, as we've said a few times over our broadcast, Guillermo Parada has sailed as tactician and indeed helmsman, winning here many times. He knows the bay very, very well, and he will be collaborating. He'll be discussing with the tactician Victor Diaz Leon, who's less au fait with the Bay of Palma, so they'll have a game plan. Preveza look like they're starting beside them, Timmy, don't they? Teasing machine down there.
It looks like Preveza is also aiming for the left-hand side of the course, so it keeps me confident that the left side might have a bend in the end, so it might pay.
Indeed, and up kind of 1/3 down from the committee boat into the line, we're seeing the standout yellow and black hull of No Way Back, Peter Herema, and the team there. A new owner, going well generally, learning every day. That was their main objective. Trinity kind of middle of the line from what I can see, but it's really setting up nicely. Nice space at the moment for Alkedo Vitamina. Andrea Lacorte brings the pow down, starts his speed build early. He's losing his real estate, he's losing his ground to leeward that he wants to use to build speed, but really fantastic angle on the start, Timmy, isn't it?
Yes, it's
a really nice start there from Andrea Lacorte and the team on board Alkedo Vitamina. Good start also from John Cutler on the Preveza. Not so good at the moment for Teasing Machine. We believe that Paprec are over the start line early and will have to go back. They are in the middle of the line, so hopefully there's a space for them to get back, but that's going to cost them, Timmy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's painful. If you're early then and you have to go back, you have to give way to all these other boats and make your way back to cross the line again. But in this case also, Preveza in a nice position to be able to accelerate, and we see Gladiator being hurt by Alkedo, Vitamina, and they have to do something. They probably have to bail out. And if you have the chance with good pace to start at the pin, then you can make the most out of it, really.
Indeed, that's the focus at the moment for John Cutler, helmsman on board Pravetsa. As you say, Gladiator just being hurt a little bit. Not sure they can live there for very long, but it's going to be a nasty to go anywhere else, isn't it, Timmy?
Yeah, it's really, this is something what everybody said, while talking on the dock with the guys. We have so many boats. We have 14 boats there in this first regatta of the season now, and there are so many. There's hardly any space. When you are started to be bounced by someone, then
You've got to take a lot of sterns, don't you?
to find the right lane or clear lane, it's very, very, very hard, and that's the difference to the past years, basically.
At the moment, then, it seems to be the left side, the pin end of the line, which has paid off so far. Trinity there, we can see with that blue logo on the mainsail, have gone out to the right early. Ed Baird and the new Swedish team. Big break for them, Timmy, early on.
Yeah, I mean it's a big break, and it's pretty cunning to find your luck on the right hand side. But it can shift.
It can shift, but it's also a case of, they have a brand new boat. Stay out of trouble, sail your own numbers, and if it's a case that the upwind is fairly even, then there's probably a really good strategy at this stage in the regatta. It's all about learning, not pushing the envelope too far, not taking too many risks. Good to see Alpha Plus making a good start. They started a little bit more in the middle of the line. They've given themselves options, and certainly in the fight for the top 3, top 4 at the moment. Platoon Aviation also have started okay, and they've given themselves a chance, something to build from, Timmy, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean it's Platoon is also fairly well placed. They can nicely live there, and they're not put under pressure, and therefore it's good. They try to go to the left, but at some stage somebody will start the dance, and then we will see how that pans out.
Looking specifically at Pravetsa, then Pravetsa just inching forward. They've got good pace, really nicely set up. Seem to have just got a little bit of boat speed on Alkedo Vitamina. Is that the difference between an owner driver and a pro driver at this stage, Timmy?
No, it's sometimes, I mean, to be honest, all those owner drivers here, they're on absolute top level.
Yeah, of course.
They're guarded and supported by very, very good people. So this is something that we also see with a brand new owner, so to speak, on Trinity with Joachim Sundberg.
But and the other thing I think is probably that Alkedo Vitamina are just keeping themselves a little bit of height, just trying to squeeze up, sail a high mode just now because they have Vayu, and I think it's Teasing machine just above them. But clear daylight now for Pravetsa between themselves and Alkedo Vitamina. Gladiator have got themselves work to do, unfortunately. Not this first part of the first upwind not going the way they want it.
Now what we see as well, it's quite bumpy. It's a bit of a couple of waves there, and that makes it also difficult to drive the boat on top level, on high performance. And every wave, if you steer a little bit rocky and you don't hit the wave properly, or the wave hits you in an unfortunate situation, you lose speed, and that also on this high level it makes you drop behind.
Indeed, there's a lot of chop out there. We've got the obviously wakes crossing each other from the fleet. There's umpire boats, and obviously just the waves from the breeze. We've got about 14 knots. Celia, how's it looking down there? It looks like the cloud is opening slightly. Not quite as dark as it was.
Yeah, it's okay at the moment, but however, I do see another big rain squall coming in. That might be why this left side is looking so breezy at the moment. Provezza is looking fast. They spent their winter improving their upwind speed, and it looks like it's paying off for them in these conditions. I'm quite interested in seeing what will happen when this rain cloud moves further into the rain course. It's going to be very interesting to see. And it's going to be interesting to see if this left side is going to continue to pay off towards the first upwind mark.
Indeed, we're just going to watch and see. It will be all about how Provezza look when they tack onto port. That's really the key indicator on this track. I'm really liking the position that Platoon have got themselves into. They've got plenty of space round about them, Timmy. They're not really being pressed by anyone to weather or to leeward, and a chance for them to really make the boat work.
Yeah, exactly. That's also a nice condition, and we should not forget, Harmula Spray, he's racing these boats for many, many years now, and he's also one of the top owner drivers.
Indeed, and they just seem to have got a little bit of height going well, and this really, I think this regatta building confidence in the team. They had a pretty rocky year last year for various reasons. Anyway, we're just watching now as Platoon Aviation tack, and now then they're going to be close with no way back. That's quite interesting.
Can they cross them or not? So that'll be interesting.
I mean, maybe that's just a case of going up and bouncing no way back away, but I think they're just crossing. Just see in a second. Also, then Provezza have gone. So have Alkedo Vitamina.
Yeah, the dance has been opened, and they're all coming across now. And Provezza is in.
So there we go. Then we're just. It was pretty close there. We didn't quite see how few or how small the meters were between Platoon Aviation and No Way Back as they crossed, and Platoon Aviation having to take a turns. Timmy.
Oh yes. They got the boo from the umpires, so they have to do a penalty turn, and it's funny because it must have been no way back given it to them, right?
No, of course, but I mean it's it's been the Achilles heel of Platoon Aviation so many times, just pushing it too hard at the wrong time and having to take penalties. They had just got themselves into the.
Vasco's not happy. We can see that.
They just got themselves into a position where they were in the top 3, top 4, and obviously Vasco unhappy with that. But that's them's the rules. That's the umpire's decision is final, and he needs to just settle down. We're just seeing Victor Marinho just getting upset with Vasco for getting so close. I think they just were pushing it too hard, Timmy, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean it is a tough game and it's close. Sometimes you have to push hard, yes, but also somehow you have to balance it that you don't get into trouble, because another penalty for Platoon. I mean that is
possibly for abusing the umpires. I'm not sure, but
could be,
or maybe they just didn't complete their penalty. But that really, these are the penalties, and it's not the first time that Platoon Aviation have got 2 penalties in the one race, and that really is terminal for them in terms of this race. They're dropping down to 14th.
Yeah. No, you got to be. The point is that for some reason you have to find
the balance.
You have to find the balance. You can push hard, yes, it's all right, but don't overcook it, because when you overcook it, then and you get hammered by decisions that you think maybe we were okay or the situation was okay. And then, yes, that's the outcome then, unfortunately.
But we saw it happening, didn't we?
Well, yes. I mean, it was a close shave, 100%. But
anyway, let's see how it plays out now for No Way Back. Going upwind nicely, but really good to see Provezza profiting their sled. The regatta leaders, kind of 8th, 9th at the moment. A little bit further across on the racetrack, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
No Way Back settled down. Trinity Racing away out on that right side. Not so bad at all for the boat which went to the right early on, and they seem to have quite a nice lane.
Yeah,
certainly got a nice lane, but they're still on port going out for the moment. with the fleet.
I mean, that's the other concept. They stay out of trouble and sail your boat fast, you know. And as we have seen so far during the last days, Trinity is quite quick, is a quick boat, and Ed Bird, I think, is doing a wonderful job to just place themselves in a way that they stay out of trouble.
However, we'll see quite often we see a split breeze out at this time of day. Quite often you get some pressure coming in from the right. Now that may be what Ed Baird's looking for, but I think as much as anything, just staying out of trouble, sailing the boat fast to the numbers, and knowing that they will come across on starboard first. They can own the right side of the track, they can own the starboard tack ley line whenever they want, and that really is a solid pragmatic strategy, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, if you own the right and you have a little bit more pressure, or you get that right-hand shift at the end and you have the chance to cross, that's also, you know, well invested.
So Celia, any improvement in the overhead? Any changes in the breeze?
Well, from where I am on the left side right now, it's looking like it's going in a bit lighter, but it might just be a lull, and I do see a bit of a gust coming down, meaning that the pressure is really, really up and down, making it super important for the teams to look ahead and to really be able to shift their modes, playing the pressures to their advantages. And it does look like Trinity does look good on the right-hand side, but I'm very interested to see how it's going to play out on the Upwind mark.
Indeed, they're certainly second at the moment. They're just keeping an eye on Sled, the regatta leaders, and Provezza could take the regatta lead again, I guess, if they could hold on to the lead. There's a long, long way to go in this race. Still probably just over halfway up the beat, Timmy, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're halfway up the beat, and the left bunch basically is just below the ley line. So and it looked at a moment a little bit that Trinity had a lift, so a left-hand shift. And that means that the guys on the left, they are close to ley line, but they can press a little bit and go a little bit quicker. And if Trinity is lifted and they have to tack across, then it's hard for them to get them, or to get to Provezza or get across.
Indeed, just watching that cluster of boats with Provezza, Alkedo, Gladiator, no way back. Pretty close. Provezza pretty much on ley line, maybe just
just a little under,
which is what you want in a progressive
exactly
left-hand shift coming upwind.
Yeah, this is the safety margin they have, so they don't have to ease the sails and go down because they're over, so they can press on. I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting how Trinity gets across, being the most right-hand boat. That'll be really interesting to see.
Well, it's close. I mean, just looking at the tracker in terms of distance to the windward mark, Trinity have come up in this left-hander, but as you say, Timmy, their question is when they tack.
Exactly.
Whether their lift then becomes a header. So that's a challenge for Johan Barn, isn't it?
Well, yes, it's a little bit the banana you do. You know, you get lifted. You're on the right-hand side, and you get lifted towards the mark. What looks nice, but the moment you take across, it all looks, how shall I say, not so promising. But we see how this pans out. I mean, you do a little bit. You do a banana. You do an arc, and it will be interesting in comparison how they get across.
But Provezza pretty strong in terms of the left-hand group. Interesting then, the top boat, or the regatta leader Sled, are down in 10th. Provezza are leading. That would give Provezza the regatta lead, were things to stay the same to the finish. But we're not even at the windward mark. We see these dark clouds everywhere. We see the prospect of change at any second. Breeze looks a little bit lighter, perhaps. Do you think, Timmy?
Well, I think it looks a little lighter right now if we look on the drone shot, and it will become tricky now because the boats are all still very, very close together. So there will be a massive traffic jam at the weather mark. So really tricky situation.
Watching Trinity coming back then on starboard.
Yeah.
They've got a difficult angle.
Yeah.
And then it's getting closer and closer with the leading boats. So Prevetsa just bringing the bow down. The breeze is clearly shifting around quite a lot. And I think, if anything, Prevetsa just pulling the bow down just to give themselves a little bit of breathing space. And they're going to get round, I think, in front with Alkedo Vitamina not too far behind. So really good work from John Cutler and the team on the Prevetsa. This could be a key move and a key moment of this regatta.
Yeah, it's also, as we see, you sail further out of the bay. It's gone probably lighter, but the chop and the waves still remain. So it's getting even more difficult to steer the boat properly in these conditions.
So Prevetsa round first, Alkedo Vitamina round second. Then it's between Teasing Machine and Caballo Loco. Both boats went out to the right, didn't they? Then no way back. So sled certainly quite deep, but breeze is quite shifty and up and down, I think, at the top mark. So all credit then to the Prevetsa team and Cam Appleton and the back of the bus on the Alkedo Vitamina. Caballo Loco doing nicely in third, Teasing Machine fourth, No Way Back fifth, Trinity Racing sixth, the Gladiator seventh, Vayu eighth, Alpha Plus ninth, Sled 10th. Platoon Aviation have managed to pull themselves back through 3 or 4 boats, but their debrief will be interesting. Sled, I think, having to do turns there, are they, to me?
Yeah, it looks, well, it looks a bit funny.
Not quite sure what's going on there, but
No.
that's costing them at the moment. But
Definitely.
what's happening with the breeze, Celia?
Yeah, I do think now we're starting to get affected out here by the new rain front coming in. It has been a trend that has been pushing some wind in front of it coming in, but right now it is actually looking a bit lighter on the left-hand side. However, all of the boats are going here. It's very, very up and down, very shifty, super complicated, but the fleet is so close together, very close distances, so now it's all in the details, I think, for this downwind.
So there we go at the towards the back of the fleet with Paprec and Crioula. Allegri having an awful race, unfortunately, in 14th. Paprec down in 12th. This could be really upsetting our leaderboard overall. Wonder if in the next few minutes we could have a look at the projected standings if positions stayed the same. Not sure that we need our Geo Racing geeks to work out that Prevetsa would be taking the regatta lead, and that regatta lead might go into the last day. Indeed, there we go. Well, it's 1 point, is it? On Prevetsa would lead by 1 point from Sled. Alkedo Vitamina would be third on 42. Then No Way Back in fourth. Super close with Gladiator, Platoon Aviation and Crioula. So let's hope we get this race finished in fair conditions. Certainly with the cloud opened a little bit now, Timmy, then you would like to think that it will the breeze will stay.
Yeah, hopefully it will stay, and as we can see, the breeze must be quite left because they all go, on that one jibe straight down to the bottom mark. Because that is the shortest distance, that is the quickest way, and Prevetsa try to soak down a little bit on these guys.
They seem to have achieved that quite nicely, actually. Just
yes.
Certainly, and at the same time, certainly the boats to their right will be thinking, certainly the Teasing Machine and Teasing Machine and Caballo Loco will be starting to fight with one another. But a great shot there of the Prevezza coming downwind to Colle Parada there. Tactician working with Santillana. And Nacho Postigo there, the navigator with the big hat and the bare feet.
Yeah, yesterday they had a bit of a shocker because they broke their port spinnaker sheet, and so they had to jibe immediately, and that also brought them, I think it was in the second race of the day yesterday, and that brought them also in a situation where they, what shall I say, couldn't really respond, couldn't really do what they wanted to keep the boat on their feet. And these are mishaps that do happen, and you try to, you've done that once.
You don't do it again.
Exactly, and that's it then.
Anyway, let's I say hope that this race continues to be fair. There's no reason why it shouldn't. Breeze seems to be staying fairly solid. Trinity Racing jibing early, but Prevezza have had their fair share of good fortune and ill fortune on the Bay of Palma over the years. They had a great season. I think it was 2017 off the top of my... 2017 was the first year they won a regatta on the Super Series, and that was here. And there was a season when they were the dominant boat pretty much coming here, leading the circuit, and they broke the top of their mast. They had to get a mast sent from Valencia. They lost 2 days, we lost 2 days of racing, or they lost 2 days of racing. One of the days was actually cancelled anyway because of thunderstorms. However, that really cost them. They pretty much cost them the season. And then 23, again, they were leading the season. They had a collision and rig problem, which cost them many points, and they ended up finishing tied on points for the season with the Platoon. Platoon won the season only on countback. So, and in fact, I think I was saying yesterday, Palma Vela 2 years ago, Prevezza won, and that was the last regatta that they won with the previous boat. So, all to play for. Seem to have jibed into a slightly light patch to me.
Yeah, it looks lighter now. Could well be that it's getting lighter in the middle or towards the middle of the course, where they have to sail now. So it's all to play for, and it's a Teasing Machine and Trinity that have jibed early, and they're all jibing in now. And but Prevezza still looks strong, ahead of Alkedo, and they will also try to soak down and make their way towards the mark, towards the gate.
Good race for Prevezza. Well, sorry, that's the projected points table at the moment. Prevezza would be leading the regatta if positions stayed the same. Alkedo Vitamina in third, Sled in second. No way back. I think if they finished fourth for their first regatta together, I think they'd be quite happy with that. But let's wait and see. There's plenty more racing in this particular race. And what's our forecast looking like for tomorrow, Timmy? Tell me it's sunshine and sea breezes.
Unfortunately, it's similar to today.
Such are the vagaries of racing in the spring here in the Bay of Palma.
Yeah, it's basically similar to today. It's it says partly cloudy, chance of showers, and with a low pressure, moderate to fresh east northeast. But it could be more breeze, so it could be like a sailing not in a typical Palma Bay conditions we always refer to, rather in. I'm
going to start putting a tax on people who talk about typical top Palma Day is verboten.
You should not talk to people that have been racing here for a long time.
No, but there is no. The thing is, there is very infrequently a typical Palma Day. I think late spring and late summer, you maybe seem to still get the sea breezes. But anyway, it's a good place to be at this time of year for sure. And Provezza hanging onto that lead. Teasing Machine won their first race of the year and getting a second. This should move them up the leaderboard. All credit to Eric de Turkheim and the French team.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see if Teasing Machine on the tracker, it looks good for them. The early jibe inside the race course, to go to the upwind right hand side. But yeah, it's a question if it works out. You know, it's all pressure related, and still Provezza is leading, but it's a matter of, you know, avoiding the soft spots and sailing in that breeze. But it looks a little bit to me also in comparison to Alkedo that Provezza's got a bit of legs on, eh? She's quite quick downwind. It's impressive.
She is indeed, to say maybe they're really starting to find the fast buttons on the Provezza. But I spoke with Collie earlier on in the regatta. He was saying that he felt that a lot was to do with their own confidence in the boat, and their confidence is very definitely rising. Alkedo second, Teasing Machine third, No Way Back fourth. So Trinity have come a little bit unstuck to me.
Yeah, they are basically, they had to jibe. They're on ley line now, on ley line towards the gate, so they have to come back. So it's not looking too bad for them, to be honest.
But it is not looking super pretty for sled then, unfortunately.
No, that's true.
I mean, it's unfortunately, it's one of the formulas, if you like, of this job that everybody wants to hear from the regatta leaders. But the number of times that we speak to the regatta leaders and they go out and have a shocker is unfortunately the little bit of the curse of the commentator. But unfortunately, that's the way of the world. And Provezza then looking pretty tidy to me as they come through this leeward gate. They've got a reasonable little lead to preserve. That is a string drop. That is the way it works, isn't it? 2 seconds from up to down.
Wonderful. Really nice. And now they can just do a nice proper turn to accelerate going upwind again. And I would think they go to the left side again. You know, they will power out there and then they will check on Alkedo and all the boats behind them. And then,
I mean, really, that's quite a good lead now, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, if it's shifty and the breeze is up and down, then the bigger the lead, the better. But something for John Cutler, for the afterguard and the Provezza to work with. And they have Alkedo Vitamina trailing them upwind. Nobody in this situation choosing to go on the right mark. Caballo Loco a little bit bumpy on that rounding, not quite got the finesse that you would expect in this fleet, but obviously first Super Series regatta. Watch how No Way Back closed the door on Teasing Machine.
Teasing Machine. And well, they have to do that. I mean, No Way Back, they have to come out high and then they can accelerate a little bit. Luckily, the gauge was open enough towards Caballo Loco, but if you have a boat in front of you that is rounding very slow and it's not getting off the blocks properly, it's sometimes a bit annoying because you cannot you cannot accelerate.
Okay.
Very, very light on that right hand mark for some reason, and I think the breeze is shifting now, and just watching how sled, platoon aviation, in the end, platoon aviation looking, they're going a long way around. It looked for a moment like they were to go to the the right hand mark looking upwind, but sled going round now, and then I think it'll be Vayu, isn't it, with them? Yeah, indeed, and Platoon Aviation. You talk about the dance to me. That was a slow waltz.
That was that was definitely a slow waltz. But sometimes, I mean, the guys that have picked the upwind right-hand gate mark, if you have so much traffic on the favorable mark, then you sometimes have to pick the other one to have at least a clean rounding. And,
but there's just no wind coming out of it. Look at the
exactly.
Look at the lack of pace of Paprec.
Exactly. That's why Paprec came immediately back here.
Yeah.
You know, they picked the wrong mark because they had to pick it probably because of traffic, but then you get stuck because it's lighter breeze, and then at least you have to tack to go into the right direction where the breeze really is.
So just now then, Pravetsa then have the fleet behind them. They can afford to cover as best they can.
Yeah, it looks really nice what they're doing right now.
And actually, as we look upwind, then clouds are a little bit more open. It's less overcast. Breeze looks a little bit more solid. And Pravetsa must be great to have the fleet behind you lining up to me.
Yeah, I mean it's always a good view from the boat leading, but still they know that they in these conditions can come under pressure at any time. So you gotta watch up the track and see what is best for you, and
you can
deal with it.
We're just watching Nacho Postigo, then the navigator there on Pravetsa with his tablet. What's he looking at just now? Obviously,
yeah.
As they move up this course, he's watching for the how the ley lines alter.
Yes, I would think that one of the first things he's doing. I mean, the navigator's job is basically to keep the boat on the chessboard. You know, to make sure that you're not going in the right direction and that you stay on the right track. And these informations, he's always giving back to, the strategist and the tactician, to Santi Lange, and there's been also filtered through a little bit. But Nacho is also checking on the performance of the boat. You know, if the boys are sailing the boat fast enough. So it's a bit of a, data management job as being the navigator.
But principally, he's calling the time to the tack to the next ley line.
Yes.
And how that's changing. So that's the number one thing that he's watching, and at the moment making sure that the boat is always on the making tack, and as you say, the general performance data. But interesting, something that we will, I promise that we will focus on in our 26-minute programs that we're making. We're making a program after each regatta, which should be broadcast about a week later. And we're going to have a look at how the telemetry works on the coach boats and how the coaches use it. It's fascinating. Most of the coach boats have got real-time data off the boat on a screen, and they can monitor absolutely everything from rudder angle and the pressure in the rig, all kinds of things.
Yeah, it looks really. I mean, when we look up the course,
we talk about F1, but I mean that is F1 technology where the coach boats and the coaches know everything about the what's going on the boat, the rig loads, the rudder angle, the heel angle, they monitor the sail shapes all the time. However, looking really good for Pravetsa now, over 150 meters ahead of Alkedo Vitamina. And credit to Caballo Loco up there in third, no way back, steady, solid in fourth place.
Yeah, if we look up the racetrack, it looks a bit like it's softer on the right-hand side. So these boats are sailing lower on the same tack. So Pravetsa is doing well, they're stretching away. They're sailing towards probably a little bit more breeze on the left-hand side. And the others are more or less falling into it. So big gains.
Big gains indeed. We are starting to think about the approach to the top mark. How does the approach to the top mark look for you, Celia?
Yeah, it's looking like Preveza is looking very, very fast at the moment. It has been the left-hand side, has shown to be the most steady one. We saw Trinity trying to go for the right-hand side on the downwind. Unfortunately, it's a bit more soft there. We've had some big gusts coming down from the left-hand side, and it's been fast. It's great to see Caballo Loco up there. I had a chat with them this morning, and they pointed out that they're here to have fun. They're here to learn as much as possible, and if they have a good race, that's a bonus for them, and it looks like they're about to have this bonus. Yeah, I think we have another big gust coming down on the left now, so I am very interested to see how it's going to look as we come to the Upwind mark.
But they look very settled to me, don't they?
They do look
on
settled,
Preveza.
but if we compare, it's still a left shift, and a little bit over the ley line on Preveza, but at least you can maybe press down and accelerate a little bit, and if these guys on the right hand side have less pressure, they will not they have no chance to come back. So it'll be interesting to see how this all pans out, but for the moment right now, this Preveza looks very strong.
So tactician on the Caballo Loco is 3 times Brazilian Finn Olympian Jorg Zarif, who has been with the team for quite a while. He's no longer sailing as a professional. He has a full-time job, I believe, but he was a world champion in both junior and senior levels, won the 2013 Youth Worlds and won the Finn Gold Cup in 2013. Second Olympic appearance in 2016, he won 4th place, so just missed out on a medal, and his third Olympics were in 2020 when he finished 14th, but he was a really solid, great Finn sailor in his day, and really anchoring the Caballo Loco team. Their top pro, or was professional, so he's now sailing as an amateur, and he's got a full-time job at home, but going well just now, ahead of No Way Back. Sled struggling to me, aren't they, in 13th?
Yeah,
hard to see it, isn't it, when we...
No, and it's hard to see, but it's the nature of the beast, really. I mean, it's if there's one dedicated track across the race course, then and you decide to go the other way, then definitely it goes for you the other way. Mm-hmm. So it's very tricky, because you're hardly able to pull yourself by the hair out of the swamp, and to basically make big gains, because all tracks, all lanes are already taken, and you have to live with what you have and live where you are. So it's a bit tricky, and sometimes you'll not be able to heal that by tacking out left and right and try something with a crowbar.
Indeed, but credit in the meantime, I think, probably to Gladiator. Gladiator were pretty deep first time round to get themselves up to 5th. Just it was interesting, I think, talking to Freddie Carr earlier on in the day. He was saying that his feelings so far as they've been deep in a number of races, but they've pulled back consistently through the fleet, and he certainly feels that the team that have taken most places over races, and that's again the case at the moment. We're up to 5th, and will be kind of challenging No Way Back, but they need to get these starts sorted out and get off the line a little bit better and make better choices, and you'll see Gladiator even further up the leaderboard. Would not be unexpected if they finish on the podium.
No, but in the end, it's so close,
Yeah, I mean, there's only points in it, single points here and there. So it's going to be a big, fantastic finale tomorrow, Saturday. Projected points at the moment, well, Preveza would be a couple of points clear, and as I said, Gladiator then getting up to 5th place, moving on to 3rd place on the podium, but super close with Alkedo, Vitamina, No Way Back, Platoon Aviation and Crioula. really, Timmy, any of them could be on the podium tomorrow.
Yes, the points are so close. You know, it can be, it's just one bad race and that was it. You know, then you're off the podium or you're probably in 7th place. So it's really, but that's the beauty of this class, you know, that it's so tight.
And of course, with Gladiators, we've said numerous times at the moment, it's a new afterguard operating at this level. Victor Diaz de Leon and Gege Parada. Bruno's really the navigator, so they're all still learning the fine detail of the communication and how to work together. And I think that's an afterguard that we'll see getting better and better over the course of the season.
Yeah, as I said before as well, I mean, it's all about chemistry, you know. It's about learning how the strategist, the tactician, the helmsman, how they think, how they communicate, how they want to have the information, you know, brought across, that they can dial into it in a proper way and get the most out of it. So this is the tricky part to it, and it's in the end, it's all about chemistry. If you have a good chemistry, your confidence level is rising. You know, these boats, they're so high tuned, you know, and we've seen that before. Any boat can win of those 14 boats that are racing here. But to make it really stick and to execute it very well, that's when the chemistry comes into play.
And the established chemistry, such as it is at the back of Alkedo Vitamina. They've been together for a year, but I think really that Alvaro Marinho and indeed Cameron Appleton really gelled pretty much from the off, and they've been fantastic together. Really punched above their weight last year, and coming round in second just now. Only team to have won 2 races, and I was saying earlier on, 6 races, I think 5 different race winners so far. And Alkedo Vitamina, the only team to have won 2 races, both of them on the same day, Timmy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a pretty strong day for them. And yesterday I got told they also had some mishaps. They had a knot in the spinnaker sheet, and these sheets, they run basically below the deck, so they couldn't sheet on because the knot just popped through a bulkhead. So that was not so funny to have a situation like that. And as nice as it is to have the sheets below deck, they go inside and at the back end, and then they come out in front of the winch, and no one will sit on them. But if there's a problem, then you've got a problem.
That's quite interesting. The hoist there, they had the whole of the tack of the sail, pretty much the whole of the tack of the sail out before they got to the mark, and it just halyard up, and it popped straight away. So
yeah.
They're pushing hard all the time. Just watching at the top mark, Alkedo Vitamina then really are well clear of the 3rd place boat, which is Caballo Loco.
Yeah, Caballo Loco had to swing in a double tack because they didn't make it. They didn't make it to the weather mark, so that is also painful. Gives another chance to Norway back, right at their heels.
Indeed. Breeze is, I think, a little bit lighter, probably 11, 12 knots at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like
but
it.
I think we're going to get away with it, aren't we?
Well, it's fading out a little bit the way it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, some of the boats out there in that high right, looking upwind, look to be quite light, particularly I think it's Paprec. But advantage it is with Preveza and Alkedo Vitamina. Nearly a minute between Alkedo Vitamina and Caballo Loco. But no way back, just doing what we expect of a team 70, 75, 80% of which have won the 52 Super Series numerous times, and carrying the hallmarks of Terry Hutchison's consistent, low-risk racing. Boat is going no slower for having changed the colours.
Definitely not. Trinity in 6th. I mean, they're hanging in there, you know. It's a good middle place.
And for them, as we say, every day is a school day. Every day they want to just get a little bit better than the previous day. Every day they want to have learned something else, at least one thing. They've had some tough learning so far, though, Timmy, haven't they?
Yeah, well, if you have a dropout on one race, that's painful. You know, it's hurting, and that by a technical mishap that they could fix. There was a problem with a halyard lock, strop that ended up in the mast and couldn't easily be taken out. But they fixed it because you know, that makes the difference as well. You can have problems, but you've got to fix it.
The great thing about this regatta so far is it's really been tactical racing, isn't it?
Yep.
And everybody's had their opportunities. Everybody's had their day in the sun, as it were. And a lot of teams have also been down in the basement. And that's a great way to start the season. Because, well, everybody,
It's true.
you know, you don't want you talk typical Palma days. You don't want a regatta. It's one-sided. It's a boat speed race, and the top teams with the top resources and the top sailors just go out and win. And so,
Here we are.
and you know, you know, we're joking yesterday. Who do you want to win? But Provezza have had their struggles, and Ergen Imri has put so much into the sport and into his own team over the years. It would be lovely to see a victory for them, but it's not easy, and certainly down this final run, it's looking a little bit lighter.
Yeah,
I don't think the finish line can come quick enough for the Provezza team.
No, it looks like it's getting softer. You know, it's a bit of a difficult breeze, and we see also, if we look ahead towards the gate mark, it is very, very a lot of overcast, and that is basically killing that breeze that we just had, you know, and the shower action that you've seen in the start, that was then quite good solid breeze, but you know, it's fading away by the look of it. No, but also, I mean, as you say, you know, it's a boat like Provezza, they had their problems as well, and each and every one had it, you know. As they say, every dog has its day, no?
Indeed, we try not to use that expression, though, thanks to me. Anyway, but Provezza, you know, you always have to give massive credit to owners who are prepared to invest in new boats, and Ergen stepped up to the plate 2 years ago and stuck with the Vrolik design office that he's always worked with. And it's not been an easy boat to get up to speed, but they're going well just now, and will build themselves a little bit of a lead going into the big finale tomorrow. Should certainly the forecast, or the strength of our forecast that we have just now, we should be able to get 2 races away tomorrow, you would think.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, with the strength that's been forecasted. And in this race, we are across the halfway mark for Provezza on the downwind towards the gate. But as we can see from the drone shot, it looks light. I think it's definitely getting softer.
Just watching then, they're on board Colle Parada, a slightly smaller tactician, and strategist Santi Lang just sitting beside him. It was great with that little interview just when Colle was saying that he's Santi used to be his coach in the at the cadet worlds when he was 13 or something.
Yeah, I think
I don't think Colle's grown much since he was 13, but he's doing a fantastic job. Massive credit to him. He's the nicest guy and the humblest guy, and I'm loving seeing him taking on the responsibility of being a tactician.
No, I think it's a good combination. The two together, but both. I mean, Santi Lang is also a very, very smart and humble person, and so is John Cutler. You know, they are really nice guys, and it's wonderful to see them ahead. You know,
looking back up the track, it's quite light, but there's just enough breeze. If anything, a little bit of a dark patch of the water coming down. How's it looking up to windward? Have we still got breeze coming down the racetrack, Celia?
Yeah, it's been very, very light for the first part of this downwind, but I do agree with you. For where I'm standing on the left side, it is looking like we have a bit of a puff coming down. We've seen Alkedo jibe and Prevetta jibe after them, and now I'm seeing No Way Back is also jibing. Crioula is looking quite comfortable in that lead, and so is Alkedo in second, but the battle for third is very open. I think this downwind is all about catching the breeze, the patches that is of breeze, and yeah, but still, tactical game, very exciting to watch from where I'm standing.
Indeed, very exciting to watch where we are, but whether Alkedo Vitamina can find anything. But say tough day for sled, in 13th just now, but they have to focus on the long game. These, as long as you don't have too many big scores, then they will average out over the course of the season. It's obviously hurting them for the potential to win this regatta, but you have to be objective. You have to look to the long term at this stage in the season, Timmy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all of the teams, they are pretty much focused on the season result, and they all know that every boat can have some bad regattas, but also bad days. It is normal within this game, because if you play on such a high level, there's just one boat that can win, and the others, they have to find their spots. That's normal, but here it happens very, very quick, or can happen very, very quick, because the level is so high. It's just one mistake and you are out of the door, unfortunately. But as you have seen, every day they can come back.
They can, but really doing a very nice job just watching, as you were saying, the previous downwind, Timmy, just watching how John Cutler and the trimmers just easing the boat down when they do build their pace, trying to sail more directly towards the finish line than Alkedo, Vitamina, who are just slightly to weather of their track. A quick look at the Prevetta crew list as of this regatta. A few changes. Ergen Imrie, obviously the owner. Ben Childerley coming in this season as floater. Pietro Mantovani on the aft grind. Santi Lang is in as strategist this season. Stepped out of the coach board last regatta of last season, and that was, of course, in Puerto. Nacho Postigo, navigator. Mariano Parada is tactician. John Cutler, long-time helm. Paul Westlake joined the team from Vice President of North Sales, and used to sail on the Azura in particular, and very, very experienced main trimmer, and really has a good handle on the sail programme, obviously. Matthew Barber, forward grinder. John O'Swain is in as trimmer. Daniel Fongo Fong is the other trimmer. Togan Alper is in the pit. Kevan Sevinch is the mid-bow, and Fuji Falana on the bow. And of course Togan Alper and Kevan Sevinch, both Turkish, both amateurs, both performing at the highest level in Grand Prix sailing, and really as much a strong part to contributing to this remarkable Prevetta team. Leading by 140 metres or so, sailing really beautifully, and the finish line waits for them, Timmy.
Yeah, you really want to get in there as quick as possible, because it's getting softer, and it's a question of this time of the day that if there's any breeze still developing. I mean, I have a little bit of doubts that we see a second race of the day, but we see.
Yeah, I don't imagine for a second we'll do a second race at the moment. I think this will be one race day, unless the breeze changes significantly.
They go neck on neck. It's Alkedo is hanging in there. I mean, they stay pretty close. I mean, both together they have a strong lead on the third place boat, basically. It's massively spread the fleet over the course.
As you'd expect in this this kind of breeze. Anyway, to me, well worth the wait. Even though we missed out the option for a long lunch, it's well worth the wait. We've had a really good race, especially for Preveza and Alkedo Vitamina. Not quite the case for Sled, unfortunately. Regatta leaders dropping to second, but all credit to Ergen Imre and his team. A team with a really strong bond together. Ergen, as we've said many times, loves to have the whole team round about him of an evening. They all have a big dinners, and I guess they might have a glass of wine tonight. But there's Preveza coming through. First race win of the regatta.
Well achieved.
And just waiting then for Alkedo Vitamina to come through next. Solid race from them. Really didn't push the envelope too hard. Sailed fast, sailed smart, and a good second place for them.
Both started to lure it neck on neck and finished
neck and neck,
neck.
more or less.
Yes.
But, so there was 9 points between Sled and Preveza going into this race, and Preveza will be on top. Let's see how Sled, see whether Sled can pull back a few points on this downwind. But for sure, the Italian team on Alkedo Vitamina can be pleased with their performance. Don't imagine that Hugh Styles, the coach, will be shouting at them this evening. I think congratulations all round and a job well done. Close now between a No Way Back and Caballo Loco. Caballo Loco just jibing to the line. Should complete that jibe and get through the finish line okay, but it's going to be close. No Way Back charging. They have the momentum. Just the acceleration for Caballo Loco. It's going to be closer than the Brazilians would hope for, and No Way Back just pulling the bow down and going closer to the closer end of the line for them, and No Way Back in the end just, I think, stealing third from Caballo Loco. Indeed, there you go. Never say die, Terry Hutchison and the team.
No, that was really well executed from No Way Back.
Exactly, as you would expect. I think Caballo Loco a little bit asleep at the wheel there to me.
Well, the thing is, really, to be honest, it's when you jibe in such light conditions, you got to be 100% convinced that you are able to accelerate out of that jibe in a good way. And their jibe might have been a bit slow, and that makes the difference then. That really makes the difference.
Anyway, that's the best result for Caballo Loco. It's the first race win of the season for Preveza, and a third for No Way Back. Could really help them for tomorrow when we come to the final standings. Gladiator coming through in fifth. Pulled back a couple of places over the course of the race.
That was also well done, you know. It's well done with Gladiator, the way they've sailed across the course, that they were able to come back in a proper way.
And then it's going to be close between Teasing Machine and Trinity. Teasing Machine with pace. Ed Beard calling the jibe now. The jibe has to be a good one. They have to accelerate. Should just have enough pace to get through the line, but there's more pressure on this end of the line for Teasing Machine. Teasing Machine going quicker, but it's going to be Trinity Racing, which will just get through the line now, pipping the French team. So Ed Beard quite happy with that. I think in the end, just a pat in the back for Joachim Sundberg, the Swedish owner driver. Teasing Machine gets 7th. Still close in this finish. Just watching as looks like Vayu coming in next. Vayu will get 8th. Just ahead of their...
it's
going to be very close with Alpha Plus. Alpha Plus might just get there. Alpha Plus come through with momentum to steal 8th place. 9th then for Vayu. So close all the way through.
Well done, Edo Stead, also good, you know, it's just on the last meters. So you should never, ever give up. You always have to hang in there. The final approach is always important.
You have to have your wits about you from the last few hundred meters, just watching which is the nearest end of the line, where the pressure is. Platoon Aviation then coming through with 10th. That double penalty really hurting them. They're in the top 3, certainly going up that first beat. Cross too close to no way back. 2 penalties resulting because that Vasco is just remonstrating with the team, just explaining, I think, a little bit of tension on the boat. Just, I think that Juan Villa is not very happy.
No, there will be a very interesting debriefing. I'm 100% sure.
You're not going to dinner with them?
No, I'm not. I'm staying out of it.
Anyway, Paprec through, and I think Sled through as well. Sled just behind. A difficult afternoon for the team which were runners-up for the season. The expression might be one to forget, but one to learn from, Timmy.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you get off the block in a proper way and then really stay out of trouble. Because if you compare, of course, you had the strongest boats, Provezza and Alkedo, carrying it through the whole race. But then also you had Trinity on the other side of the course. What was quite good to come back. Of course, they ended up 6th, but they were on the opposite side of the course, but they made it across. They stayed in there and they stayed in the game.
Indeed. Anyway, Provezza on the top of the table going into the final day. 2 races, you'd imagine, tomorrow, but behind them, the places are so close to what's going to happen tomorrow today in terms of who's going to do what. Provezza can do nothing but attack.
They can do nothing but attack, but I think they will, the level these guys are all operating on, it's not just, jumping on the other guys or try to do a match racing thing maybe at the end of the season when it's really close.
For sure.
I think for tomorrow it's more, sailing your proper race, stay concentrated, look up the course.
They've certainly backed themselves, though. They've picked a side, and more often than not, it's been right, and that has made all the difference. They've been round certainly in that race, and others that have been round the top mark in a good order. The results so far: 5th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 13th, 7th, and then that race win. But beyond that, who else is going to be in contention? No way back, I think, getting themselves up closer to the podium. Gladiator, probably podium contenders. There is the standings after race 7. Provezza on 35 points. They're 3 points clear of Sled after their 13th. Sled in 2nd, 38. 41 for No Way Back. Gladiator in 41. Alkedo Vitamina 42. Platoon Aviation 44. 46 for Crioula, 51 for Trinity Racing, Alpha Plus 54, 64 for Vayu, 67 for Teasing Machine, Paprec 69, Allegra 72, and 74 for Caballo Loco. So Timmy, really in terms of the podium positions, then it's going to be super close for 3rd. But a little lead for Provezza. It's going to be a fantastic day tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it will be exciting. It will be exciting to watch. It will be exciting to see how it pans out, but as you just said, Andy, it's 3rd place. It's all to play for. There's so many boats that have the opportunity to get on the podium, and that's the beauty of this class.
That is indeed. Anyway, join us tomorrow. We should get 2 races. We will know which team is going to win the Puerto Portals 52 Super Series Sailing Week. It's going to be a great afternoon of sport. 1 o'clock should be the start time. We'll be live through both races. Join us then.
Feel the energy.
energy.
At Palm Beach Motor Yachts, we build for those who lead. This comes from our history in competitive ocean racing, where advanced technologies and a spirit to win shape our every advantage on the water. We carry those lessons into every motor yacht that we design and build, using efficient and balanced hulls to deliver performance that feels effortless. Paired with meticulous craftsmanship and engineering, it creates a quiet confidence you can sense the moment you take the helm. Palm Beach Motor Yachts, from ocean racing innovation to cruising perfection.
Thank you.